you saying the Illuminati does or doesn't exist?
It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter.
It might have existed.
It doesn't matter whether he sees it or not. The fact is, he's still feeling the effect of the Illuminati, whether he sees it or not. If he wants to tell him,
if you need to tackle them, and then you need to point them.
But
we need to, like, if shucks, I don't know. I need to come camp here, and if they're going to ask me, what are you doing here? I want to say, I want the guillotine here, and I want to get the Illuminati people here.
No, you can't do that.
I know, if you're talking symbolically, that's fine, but I don't want to see no one's head chopped off, whether it's Illuminati, whether they're reptilians from Draco. I don't want no heads off. They are as entitled to the truth of self, of love, of compassion, and oneness of all of us than you and me are.
Yeah.
We can't.
No.
Trust me, I've been angry for a long time, and I felt like what you've just described as a way forward. I felt that myself. But you know, brother, I'm telling you now, that ain't the answer, because we have been victims. Therefore, if we become the victims as well and the victimizers, where are we going?
We have
got to deal with this with true love, not that stupid love that says, look man, if someone, you know, take the mick continuously, you're going to allow it. It's about regaining power and saying, listen, that might be your idea of how you want me to live and think, but I tell you what, it ain't mine. See you later. We've just got to take the power back. There ain't no need for violence or hurting or killing. There's none of it. We don't need it. We can do it like Gandhi. We can do it, you know, so simply by saying, you know what, bro, I ain't a part of your system, no more. And when we have, like we was talking about numbers, when we have the numbers, enough numbers to say...
You need enough numbers, and to get enough numbers, you need to let the people understand the real truth.
But I tell you, like I said earlier on, 5 years ago, to even think of standing here having this conversation now, it would never have... 3 years ago, 2 years ago, a year ago, still, I would not believe that people are now camping out. All these people we love, do you think they don't know about the Illuminati? Wall Street, do you think they don't know about it? Of course they do, bro. But what they're doing it in a way which I totally agree with you. They're just coming at it from an angle and saying, look, there are a lot of people out there who don't truly understand the organisation, the Illuminati, the Masons, blah blah. But what they do understand is that the banking system is corrupt, government is corrupt, politics is corrupt, and that's a brilliant starting point, because they will never...
Who are you actually attacking them? Who are you actually going after?
Wait, listen, do you know the greatest form of attack? It's like in Tai Chi, right, or in martial art, the greatest form of attack is just to have a stance. And if they want to come with it, you just push it aside. We have not got to deal with it in a vicious way. It hasn't got to be that way. It doesn't.
Who do you want to chop the heads off of?
The Illuminati. The people that are controlling.
So you want to label them like
words,
other regimes of the world have labelled people with stars on their things, and then go and cause big holocausts around the world. In Germany, it's exactly what Hitler said. Hitler said, let's pick on these people, and these people will go for, and those people were sent to the gas chamber, 6 million people, which is why there's a state of Israel now.
Brother,
because that was, well, unfortunately, what came from that was why Israel is a tough country as it is. It came because it came from a situation of persecution where people were mass murdered. That's
why. It was a little bit more than that.
But I'm not saying what all their policies are right. What I'm saying is it was established as a country because of that. They all came together.
Zionist movements are holding the Holocaust, my friend.
Yeah, but the Holocaust didn't help towards it doing it. They came 2 years later in search of a land.
If you want to talk about Holocaust, look at what the African people suffered for 400 years. You understand? For 400 years, them people were taken away from their land, delivered into a new home.
I'm not getting onto the... I tell you what, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not getting onto the person in question because I actually have mixed views on it. I actually see both sides of this. I'm not going to... The point I was trying to make to you is if you start labelling Illuminati or whatever, if you put a situation where you might as well label, someone put Illuminati on their chest and then take them off and let people go and smash all the windows around here, just like the Nazis did.
People are going to need
in Warsaw and all the other places.
Bruv, but people are going to need to know. People are going to want a
You're
reference
labelling
point.
people, and then you want to chop their heads off.
Bruv, people need a reference point. People need to know, look, first of all, it's either two things. This is the way my daughter sees it. She says, Dad, it's either two things. Either the people in control of this world are just doing a bad job, right? And whoever comes into their power structures continue to do a bad job, or it isn't. And I'm saying, well, now we're getting to the point. If you've given someone a reference point, whether you're saying the Illuminati, which is a great reference point in my opinion, because this is who's doing it. But you've got to understand who, what, and why. It's no one. Just because this one man here says in a particular way.
No, I'm asking him. I'm just asking him why.
To me, it doesn't seem to me like he really wants to, take people's heads off. He wants to stop the injustice, and I can understand how he's verbalised.
It makes sense. But you understand my point? What I'm trying to say?
Yes, I know.
If you start a labelling system where the Christians against the Romans, whether it's the Jews in 1940s Eastern Europe, whichever way you want to look at it, you are possibly could have a wave of a similar situation.
Of course, you've got to label
on that view,
because they are. It is the Illuminati, and there's many faces of the Illuminati. The New World Order, the Freemasons, all kinds of organisations that are led by.
I only picked up on the point because you made the point.
That's true.
Can I just say, the first victims of the Nazi regimes were people like us.
Absolutely. There were
whatever, opponents.
No. I'm trying to make clear is that there were many victims of the Nazi regime, including this country and everything else.
This guy called Custer Martin.
But what he said is fantastic, right? I mean.